Hello, my name is Matt Sullivan, and today the lesson plan we're going over is putting, and it's part of the life lesson of golf. We've broken down this lecture plan into four basic categories. The first category is we're going to be going over the rules of golf as far as etiquette and scoring, and as far as strategies as well. And then we're going to go into the body position as far as where the feet should be, how you want to line up on the ball, the grip of the handle. And then from there, we're going to go into the judgment of ball speed as far as how far you're taking the club back, how making contact with the ball. And then the final lesson is going to be about the break of the green. Unfortunately, we are on carpet, so the break is going to be very level, so it's kind of an easy green, but the carpet does play a good substitute for a green. So what we're going to do is I'm going to demonstrate each skill as we go through it. And then each skill is going to build up to the final game where each student's going to be doing practice putting while one student hits the ball 5 times into the makeshift hole. And at the end, we tie the scores to see how everybody did. Meanwhile, everybody is continuing the putting. So, things we needed for this lesson plan is we need golf clubs for each student. I needed straight line. I was able to use duct tape to give the putting a straight line when you're practicing. You need some golf balls, something to make a hole out of, and that's pretty much it on that. As far as the things that we're going to be touching on, it's going to pretty much touch on every category. As far as the psychomotor domain, they're going to be practicing their mechanics of the putt. And then it's going to also be part of the cognitive domain, is because they're going to be analyzing all the different aspects of each putt as far as the break in the green, the slope of the green, how far back, the distance, speed of the ball, things like that. And then also the affective domain, because they're going to be learning etiquette and how to referee themselves, as well as always give the right of way to the other players. A game of pride, pretty much. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right into the lesson plan now. And we're going to go ahead and start off with the rules of putting. Everybody go ahead and stand up. If you're on your putter, stand next to your line. So, rules of putting. You guys don't need to do any kind of swinging right now. Has anybody ever putted before? You guys have putted? Okay. You guys know anything about the rules of putting?
Don't you always have to watch for your surroundings?
Watch for your surroundings. Yeah, there's a few rules about etiquette when you are putting. The first rule is whenever people are all on the green, you want to watch where people's lines are to the hole. If you have a ball and you have the hole, there's a line to that hole that they're going to try to hit their ball on. And if you walk across it with your spikes, your cleats, you're going to put a dent in there. It's going to make the ball harder to go in the hole. So that's one part of etiquette that you want to put into motion when you're playing with other people. Another quick rule about putting: whoever is the furthest away from the hole has the right to go first. So whoever's farthest away, they usually say that's the 3 worst words to hear in golf is "you're still away." So that means you're still putting. You always want to be mindful of other people. When people are putting, you don't want to be moving. You want to be in their line of sight. And it's the only game where you referee yourself. So whenever penalty happens, you have to call it on yourself. So that's pretty much the rules of golf. Everybody kind of get an understanding of what we just went over. So who gets to go? Who gets to putt first? Whoever's closest or furthest?
Furthest.
Furthest? Okay, good. All right, so now let's go ahead and go into the second part of this lesson plan. It's going to be the position. So who knows from last time when we did the golf swing, where do we position our feet?
Shoulder width.
Shoulder width apart. Good. So go ahead, everybody line up in your square, shoulder width apart with your feet. Is everybody shoulder width? A little bit of bend. Good. Okay, so that's still the same thing as putting as it is with your stance in golf swing. So now we're going to go over the grip. When it comes to the grip and putting, there is no one way to do it. In putting, you have to do whatever feels comfortable and whatever allows you to keep your putt on a straight line. So there's 3 methods of thought. For putters that are extra long, in your guys' case, you can hold it to your chest, you can bend over, hold it here, and you use that as a straight line. You keep it right on the line, just like that. Good. Some people like just to hold the putter right here, overlap the hand, and then just like that. And then the last one is the claw grip. Where you grab it here, hand stays forward. It's more of a pushing motion. The whole object though is to keep the putt on the gray line. So now we have the grip and we have the position of our feet. Where does our head go?
Look down.
Head stays right on the ball. Head does not move. Okay, and how about the arms? So, now that we know where our hands go, we know where our feet go, and our head stays down, the arms, once they start moving, they stay locked, okay? There is no moving of the club this way. Everything is just one motion. You move the club with your shoulders, not your arms. You see that? Your arms are locked into place. Good. Now, one more thing about the position of the feet. You can use your back foot to guide how hard you want to hit that ball. As far back as you go, that's the follow through. So, everybody heard everything we just went over. Go ahead and try to practice now on your gray line. Just make sure you're mindful of other people. Stay on that line. Riley, go ahead and try to put the club up to your chest. Bend over a little bit and try to keep that on the straight line like that. Try it that way. Try to switch your hands. Yeah, like that. Bend over a little bit more. So you're over the club. Good. Just like that. Just keep it on that line. Watch your feet. Nice and slow, Maverick. Brooklyn, nice. Just nice and easy. Brooklyn, why don't you try it the same way real quick. Just try it that. See if that can keep a straight line for you. Where are your feet at? Remember, you gotta keep your body in the same exact position each time, so each putt is the same. Okay? God, that's knock the ball right off the green on that one, bud. Just nice and slow back, forward. Anybody have any questions? Any problems with keeping it on the line? Brooklyn, let's go. Let's see. Show me one. Show me position where your feet go. Shoulder width. Good. Where your hands go. Good. Head. Where does it go? Perfect. Good. Okay, Riley, your turn. Head. Where does it go? Stays down. Perfect. Keep on that line. Good. Where your feet go? Shoulder width. Good. Maverick. Try to go back a little bit slower. Point your toes in and shoulder width. Good. Now just go back nice and slow and forward. Stay on that gray line. Good. Mason. Nice. All shoulder movement. Stay on that all the way through, okay? Stay on that gray line all the way through. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into understanding the speed of the ball. Speed of the ball is not just how hard you hit it, it also has to do with the green, but we're going to go over the breaks of the green in the next part of this. So, the speed of the ball, the way you gauge your speed is however far you go back, that's your follow through forward. So, if you have a putt that's way, way down there, you might have to come back as far as here, follow through as far as there. But you only have this range of motion of the arms, not moving, it's all shoulder. Remember, head stays down, feet are shoulder width apart, get the grip stance, straight line. So, your club has to be flush with the ground when it makes contact with the ball, otherwise two things will happen. One, the ball will jump up and the ball won't go anywhere. Or two, you'll hit it and it'll push right off to the right. Either way, it's not going where you want it to. So who knows what you need to be mindful of when you're on a green?
Where you step, because if you step somewhere, it can mess up someone's line.
That's right. Who has the right to putt first?
The farthest one away.
Right. And what do you not want to do when somebody's putting?
close near them.
Yeah, you don't want to be in their line of sight, so you might mess up their putt. Okay. Now, the breaks of the green. Every single green that when you play in the real game scenarios is going to be different. They all have different breaks. Some have hills. Some are completely flat, just like this. So we got lucky. We got a nice flat green today. So it should make the game a little bit more fun. But when your ball's going downhill, the way some people like to do it, the way I like to do it, is you have to picture yourself standing where your ball is, taking a ball and trying to roll it towards the cup. Because the ball's going to break either left or right. It's going to go down real fast downhill. It's going to go slow uphill. You have to be able to read the grade of the green. And the grade, does anybody know what a grade is? Grade is like the steepness of the incline of the green. So you can either go uphill or downhill. That depends also on how hard you want to hit it. So when you're going in your backswing, you're going downhill. If you go like that, that ball's going to go forever. So you actually have to gauge on a downhill how to barely touch your ball and let the hill do all the work. So sometimes you got to barely touch your ball, and sometimes you got to really hit your ball flush. So that's pretty much just like without actually being on greens to show you. You guys are lucky enough just to have a nice flat green to practice on today. Any questions about the breaks of the green? No? Anybody have any questions on their putting? Alright, you guys ready to play the game?
Yeah.
Alright, so this will be the putter. Everybody go ahead and line up here. We'll go youngest to oldest. Remember, if you're not putting, you're practicing your swing, keeping it in line and watching the person to see what kind of line they get. You're going to get that over there with them. You just go ahead and you guys can stand right here. Go ahead and stand right here. Everybody just move back behind me and Brooks and you over there. So, remember, give yourself some room over there because if you're not putting, you're practicing your swing and you're watching the line. Everybody gets 5 tries and we're going to tally the scores at the end. Okay, so go ahead and get yourself positioned. You see where the ball is? Excuse me, the hole. So you know you have a straight line and you know you want to put your club on that straight line just like you've been practicing, right? Do you want to take a practice swing? Go ahead. Okay. Keep your eye on the ball, head down. So, look where your head is. You're looking at the ball, and the ball went right where you look to. You got to keep your feet planted, keep your head down, and just keep your head there. I'll watch where your ball goes for you, okay? Make sure you're still looking right here at the end of this. Watch where you want to hit. First look where you want to hit it. Now, look back to your ball and keep your head down. You got to keep your head down. Really, really important that your body mechanics, you guys want to keep practicing. Good. One more. Good. Okay, let's mark that as a close one. Okay, right, we'll put you right there. Okay, Brooklyn, you're up. You guys need to be practicing your swings. Remember, if you're not putting, you're practicing your swing. Brooklyn. Okay, so line up your putt, take a couple practice swings. Remember, put the putter to your chest, bend over, so you have a straight line right at that putter, or right at the hole, excuse me. You guys watch what they're doing, see their line how it's going really hard into the left, because they're not keeping it straight in line. You gotta keep it straight in line. Are you ready? Okay, see. See how hard you hit that? That's about knowing the speed of the ball. Remember, you go back slow and bring it through slow. Keep your putt on the same straight line. It should go right into the hole. That's much better speed. Now aim a little bit that way. Keep your head down, feet planted. Still be looking here after your putt. And the speed's a big part of putting. Back slow. Hey, look at your feet, they're pointed out. You gotta be shoulder width. Okay, good. Try to slow it down a little bit. Make it a straight line. Okay. Riley still has the first one there. Alright, Maverick, you're up. Oh, yeah, that's really better. Good, get the putter. Okay, you guys keep practicing your putts. Good, have your fun. Good, take a couple practice swings. Slowly back, try to go a little slower back. Good. Now see, imagine rolling a ball right into that cup. Okay? And now do it with your putter. Keep your head down, arms straight. Good. Just like that. Ooh, that was a really good shot. Try that again. Just a little bit to the right. Ooh. You're doing really good. You got good speed and you're making the ball go really straight. Ooh, you're right there. You're doing good with your head position. Arms are staying straight. You got one. See the importance of keeping your body the same every time and the speed of the ball. Oh, wow. Good job. Okay, we got two. Maverick, you're up. Or Mason, excuse me. All right. You guys still practicing your swings over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go. Line up. Maverick, keep practicing your swing. Ooh, good speed, good line. Oh, I'll go move. Hang on, let me move that just in case. Let's see. There you go. Ooh, good speed, good line. Ooh, so close. Good job, you guys. Okay, so that was a fun game. Good job, Maverick. You got two in there. So now we have, we've learned how to do a golf swing, and now we've learned putting. We learned something about the scoring. As any golfer will tell you, putting is not only the most important, but the hardest part of golfing. So it's very important that you practice the mechanics of putting whenever you have the chance. You want to keep that on a straight line. You guys are doing a great job about controlling the speed after once or twice. Just quick overview. See, as far as etiquette of golf, who has the right to shoot first?
Person farthest.
Farthest.
When you're on a green, what do you need to be wary of?
Stepping in someone's line.
And anything else? What about somebody's putting?
Be cautious of where you're, like,
Where you are.
Yeah.
Where you are.
Good, good. Okay, good. All right, so then at this point we'd have to put all the equipment away. And then as far as any sort of special populations, the majority of the one that I could think of would be anybody that's visually impaired as far as completely blind. In that point, the special precautions are the way I would alter the plan in a way is to, I would still have them focus on trying to figure out the distance and the correct mechanics of the swing. They might not be able to locate the ball, but we could help line them up and just tell them how far it is, what kind of break it possibly has. And they can still make those decisions on their own. So that would be the bit of the altercation for the special populations that I could think of. And as far as a bigger class, this would definitely need to be out onto a course where they have more putting greens and everybody can be going at the same time. So let's plan. I hope you enjoyed it.